Hi, I'm Gary, certified technician here at Crescent Avenue Gardens in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And today we're going to work on some spring maintenance tips, getting your lawnmower ready for the season. First of all, what we usually do is replace the air filter. We'll change the oil. We'll sharpen the blade. We'll get a new spark plug in it. We'll service any grease parts on the rear end on the self-propelled. Just got to clean it up and you'll be ready for the spring mowing. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the spark plug wire to be safe so the engine will not try to start while you're working underneath or anywhere around the engine. So pull the wire, then we're going to go over and we're going to change the oil. To do that, you always put the change the oil, we'll take it out in the same place that you put oil in. So in changing it, we'll make it stick out and then we'll tip the mower over and just drain it right off the fill tube. We're going to take the blade off so we can get it sharpened up and put some gloves on. Be safe, so we don't get cut. Okay, so we can wrap around and then put your wrench on and just take that nut off. So we're going to take the blade off. And then we'll get that ready for sharpening. And what we want to do to the bottom is just get all the grass off from underneath. Get it all cleaned up. So we got that all cleaned out. And then we would sharpen the blade. Now that we have the blade all sharpened, we'll put that back on, then we can tip the machine back on its four wheels and start doing your air filter and spark plug. So we'll put the blade on, the cover, and a bolt. Put this on, and again, you should use gloves because the blade will be very sharp now, and I always would make sure when you're pulling on a wrench, if you're using a wrench or a socket, stay away from the sharp edge. Keep it back here. Don't start here in case you slip and hit yourself. Always have the wrench behind the sharp edge so you won't cut yourself. Okay, that's ready to go. Now we'll put the mower back on its four wheels and our oil's all drained. So we can add oil. That's the first thing I'm going to do so I don't forget to put oil in the machine. We'll just add that right now. So over here where we took the oil out, that's where it'll go in. They take about, some mowers are 18 ounces, some mowers are 20. Just refer to your manual, see what yours takes, but I've got a 20-ounce bottle here. Fill that up. You can use a funnel. Okay. Your dipstick has your full mark and your add mark. You want to just make sure that you're right up on the full mark. Okay, we've got that taken care of. That looks good. Now your spark plug, where you took your wire off, we're going to take that out and replace that. There's the old plug. You do want to check your gap. These are 30 thousandths, so we have this all gapped and ready to go on the spark plug. Put that in. Make sure that those threads get started before you start wrenching on it. We don't want to cross the threads. We have the spark plug in. I'm going to go replace the air filter. I'm going to leave the plug wire off for now until we're all done, just to be safe. And we have a new air filter. And on these models, very easy. You don't have to have a wrench. Some of them have a little screw that holds the side cover on. But this one here just snaps on, so we can snap it. We can take the, if it has one, we take the pre-filter here and we clean that out. Right now this filter here is fairly new. It's not that old a unit, so we won't have to replace it, but if this was dirty, we would replace that. Some more don't come with a pre-cleaner, and these get really dirty. So we're going to leave that in. And just clean this out. I'm going to blow this off. So now our pre-filter is nice and clean. We'll use that, reuse that. It hinges on the bottom, the cover, and then just snaps in up on the top. So, okay, so we have our oil changed, we have our blade sharpened, we have a new spark plug, we've checked the air filter, cleaned it, replaced if needed, it's just needed clean. So this is pretty much all serviced out. All we need to do, this machine here does have some greasable points, so I'm going to just grease the back end and we'll be all ready to go for spring. We have a grease circ on this wheel and the one on the other side, so if you have a grease gun that you can use, well, you just snap it in there, and about 2 squirts on that. Takes care of each side. One there and one on the other side, same thing. And that mower is ready to go. Okay, so we're all greased up. Now we're going to put the spark plug wire back on. Make sure it's snapped in there. And then you're all serviced. The only other thing you might want to do is just kind of clean it up. Give her a good shine, and you're ready to go. And that's a service on the lawnmower. If you're not a do-it-yourselfer, or you run into problems with your tune-up, just bring it in to Crescent Avenue Gardens or give us a call to schedule a pickup for your spring tune-up.